Hello, I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
We are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri, and we are going to do, we're getting situated here.
Yes.
We're going to do our chat today. So we each brought 8 projects. We have a notebook. We suggest you do the same. You can write down 5 or 10 or whatever.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. So just projects that you are working on in your sewing room. It's just a nice way to kind of stay focused on what you want to do, what you're doing every week, what you want to focus on. And then it's fun to mark them off when you get them done. And then you kind of have this record of
accomplishments.
That's right, of accomplishments, which feels really good, right?
Feels really good, yes.
Yes, so we are a quilt shop, so anything that we share with you today, if we have the pattern, the book, or the kit, we will tell you that. In the description below is a link to our Facebook page, so you can go over there. Every Friday we do live shopping at 9:30, and a lot of the things that you see here, if we have, we will also share on that shopping, and then you can call the shop, send a message, or drop it in those comments what you'd like to purchase.
Right.
Anything else?
I don't think so. We do flat rate shipping.
Flat rate shipping of $7. If you spend $100, it's free shipping.
Yeah, but we don't push sales so much on here as we're just showing what we're working on, keeping everyone encouraged.
Yes, keep
going,
inspired, or just help you feel better about, you know, your own chaos or what you're not getting done. Because some weeks I don't get very much done, like this week.
Yeah. And I told her I spent more time in my sewing room and I let a lot of things go.
Yes.
Okay, can we get started?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I got the binding put on my Judy Niemeyer table runner called Stormy Seas. So I think when I showed it last, it wasn't even quilted. Jessica quilted it and I got the binding on it.
Yay, it is really pretty.
It turned out really cool.
Someone wanted this pattern, and we do not have this pattern.
We do not. I know we had some Judy Niemeyer, but I wasn't sure if we had this one.
No, I looked around in the back, and I could not find it.
Surely we're able to order it. It is an oldie. I mean, it's been around as far as a Judy Niemeyer pattern a long time. So anyway, there is the binding on it. It's been pressed, and I guess we won't hang it until I get a pattern, because that would be so annoying to walk in and say, I want that, and you don't have a pattern.
Yes, we try not to hang stuff that doesn't have a pattern or a kit or something, a book. Okay, so really this is all I've got done in the last week is I've been trying to finish my Garden Vale Stars. And so this is the pattern. You guys have been seeing me work on this for a while. It took 42 blocks, and I have like 3 left. They're all cut out and ready to go. I just need to make them. So, and I decided that the last 10 I did all black.
Oh, I like that.
So that way I will have some darker prints in there, because when I went through my pile, I'm like, I only got 1 that's done in black. That would look funny.
So yeah, look like an accident.
Right, so the rest of the last 10 I did all black backgrounds.
Now it's planned.
Yes, so now they'll just, you know, kind of be spread out. But once I get the last 3 blocks done, that's it. I just trim them up and sew them together. So maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
I'll have them all done.
And
they're not difficult to make. I mean, they just do take some time.
Well, just the cutting it. There's several pieces in each block. It'll finish 60 by 70, and we do have the pattern here.
Yes, we have the pattern, and we do have some Jen Kingwell fabric.
I want to say it just takes back quarters, doesn't it?
Yeah, I had been collecting fabric for a while.
It's
from
telling
our
you
shop and other shops.
7.5 yards total of assorted fabrics, checks, stripes, prints.
So that's probably what I had, really. And I still have some left, so.
Well, it'd be great to use for any kind of scraps.
Yes.
She's controlled the scrapping as just by keeping with one designer.
Yes.
So they all kind of look similar. Okay, I also got the binding sewed on my mini brick road. It's been a binding week for me.
Yay.
And I worked on the hand sewing, so I'm about 3/4 done. But look how pretty that is. So these are just the scraps left over from my violet quilt. And we have the pattern Mini Brick Road in here, and I just added an inner border and an outer border. But it just takes little pieces, so any scraps would work. I think the pattern actually calls for a charm pack, but you don't have to use that.
Yeah.
So 3/4 done with the binding and the hand sewing part. So I hope to finish that up tonight. Probably another hour.
Yeah.
Would be done.
Okay, so I have been working on the little chicken cross stitch. And here's the pattern. We do have the pattern in the shop. So it's a really pretty quick stitching.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
yeah.
so I've got
more of him.
Yep, almost the
I
chicken.
mean, the majority of his body's done. So the head's the thinner part.
Yeah, so I just have the black to finish of the chicken. Then you go in and I'll fill it in with white. And I mean, the chicken's the biggest part.
The biggest part of it. I put myself a pin. But it'd be nice to change colors eventually too, won't it?
Yes.
That's what I always think when I'm cross stitching. It's like, I can't wait to get to the next color.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I showed last week, I think it was last week, but I had an extra block out of the Judy Niemeyer quilt runner, or quilt, the table runner, because I didn't want to make it any bigger. It wouldn't fit on my table. So I had the block done, but it's now quilted, and I just did it as a grid on my...
It's a pillow.
It's going to be a pillow top. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I need to get backing for the, to actually make it into a pillow.
And you just quilted on your domestic.
Just quilted on my domestic. I just take a friction pin and my large ruler and draw the lines and go to town.
Yay.
So I need to get fabric for that.
Okay, so we are getting ready to start this block of the month at the shop. It's full, so don't get it too excited.
Yeah.
But you could get the pattern and do your own thing and kind of work along with us. But it starts in April, and I need to get the first month done. So the first month is going to be the horses and the strawberries. So
is this like a 9-month thing? 12-month thing?
I don't remember. I think it's 9 or 10 months. But
but it's full, so I don't know why I'm worrying about details. But
yes, it is full. It is full. And then in the book on page 6, we're kind of following. This is our fabric, is our cutting guide. So you'll also follow that if you're doing it with us. And then on each month, which this one doesn't because it's mine, but each month is going to have a little sticky that gives you directions on going to page 6 and following those fabrics.
I love her background though. On the actual pattern, that looks very gray to me, and hers is really this pretty chambray kind of blue.
Kind of a gray blue color.
I love it. And it's a cross weave by Moda.
So yeah, so it's a cotton cross weave. So anyway, this is the background. So your first month, you're getting a big hunk of background. So the first month is actually $40, but every month after that is only $15. And then you're getting, and so we're doing horses and strawberries for month 1. And everything's marked, all the fabrics. So as long as you keep your stickers on there, on your pieces, you'll...
you guys are doing the large quilt, 75 by 77?
Yes. Yeah.
It's going to be so cool. They have the cute
cool
little baby one on the back that's only 39 by 39, which is sweet too.
Yes, you can certainly do it too.
I have to get all my back in there.
Yes. It'll be lost.
Okay, my next thing is I finished the store sample. Oh, I put it over there. Okay.
Well, once she does that, I'll go on to the next one. So it's the time of year where I want to make bunnies because it's going to be Easter and it's spring. So I started this, and I think after I finish Garden Veil, I'm going to really focus on this one and get it done. I'm making the large quilt, 51 by 71. We do have a few kits in the shop, I noticed the other day.
Oh, yay.
So if anybody wants a kit, you could make bunnies too. But they are just turning out so cute. I'm using an Essex linen for the background, and then the fabrics are lawns.
Very florally.
Yes, florally, soft. I did get a few more lawns in yesterday. I'm going to pick a kit for our Friday shopping.
Oh.
Because it's that time of year where you want a springy, soft quilt. Anyway, I got 4 bunnies done, and I would like to get this finished.
What do you need? A lot?
I don't know. I'm not counting yet.
No sense in counting yet.
No sense in counting yet. Yeah, I think I was going to do the big one, 51 by 71, but the small quilt's looking better and better.
It's only 41
by 58. So we'll see. We'll
There's
see
so
what
many
I do.
pretty wands. I'd say you need to keep going.
Keep going, make it big.
Okay, so this is the Waverly quilt, and it's a store sample. I have no idea where the pattern is.
It is on a little Villa Rose card. It's done in whites and blacks, and we've kitted it in these more fall colors. We showed it on Friday, sold all of them, cut more. So we do have some kits here in the shop.
It's got that really pretty brown, I think it's called nutmeg, Essex linen in there.
Yeah, that's an Essex linen.
Oh yeah, it's really pretty.
It's a quick sew, and it's a good size. A good size for, you know, the recliner, the couch, put in the car.
I would say it's 52 by 68
Something.
or 64 or something.
Yeah.
I know I brought the pattern, I just haven't put my hands on it.
Well, I did 2 in a row, so you want to do 2 in a row?
I don't care.
Or you want me to just move on?
Move on.
Okay, so this is one that we kitted yesterday, and I think it's really cool. I don't know that I'll ever get to make it, but I put it on my list because I struggled to find stuff because I didn't get anything done this week. Not much. But this is a quilt pattern we've had in the shop, and I just love it with the birds. A lot of people are big bird fans. So it'd be a great little wall hanging to make for somebody that likes birds. Like my mother-in-law loves birds, so this would be perfect for her. It finishes 47 by 43, so it's wall hanging size. And I guess I'm gonna take it out because we'll show it on Friday.
Yeah,
too.
and on the back of it, it's got, you know, you got a red cardinal, a blue jay, a little finch,
gives you the
and
name.
a robin. It does. Yeah, it's really
So this
cute.
is the background. It's a French general, which I think is perfect for that. Carol picked this out. And then here's your birds.
Ooh.
So we didn't do just completely solids. We did some grunges, some dimples, some French general. We just kind of mixed it up because I like a little bit of texture. I don't want to just do plain solids. And then here's your white.
So probably that blue's the grunge, or the binding too.
It is, yeah, the blue is the binding too, and it's actually cut separately.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
And everything's labeled. Maybe. The binding's labeled. I don't really know that it needs to be labeled because you're gonna know what it is.
When you pull it out, it's gonna tell you what colors go to what. And it's similar colors, so where the yellow on the bird is yellow, that's where you'll have the yellow.
Right.
Very cute. All right. I got my binding sewed on. Like I said, it's been a binding week for me. This is my little Halloween quilt that I did many years ago. Many years ago. But I do have the binding sewn on. It's all quilted, ready to go.
Yay.
I haven't done any of the hand sewing on it. It is a really cool, kind of a distressed purple grunge for the binding. We do have this pattern. We may even have a kit.
I think we do because I was up there straightening up and I'm pretty sure I saw some kits.
So hopefully I'll get the hand sewing done in the next week because it's not a real big quilt, so it shouldn't take very long.
Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna show you again the March Runner. I didn't get any binding sewn on it, but I did bring the binding today. So this is the, we do a year of smalls, so we're working in the book Table-tastic 3, and every month we do a new Table Runner kit out of that book. So this was March's.
Cute, cute.
And it's all done, quilted. Here's the binding.
Binding's what she needs.
Yeah, so I just need to get that binding on there.
That'd be
I have
so cute.
Baseball's coming up, so I need to get binding sewn on things so I can work on them.
She can have it in her lap, especially this time of year. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a great way
to keep a little
to
warmer.
enjoy baseball while also being productive.
Yes. Well, last week I showed you I had kitted this cross stitch, and I have been working on it. Woohoo! So this is Spring Awakens. I have done the Winter Cometh, so I must do all the seasons. So that's the spring one. And I've got a pretty good start. And this is such a pretty soft, it's fiber on a whim, and it's kind of a light turquoisey green color. But look how pretty that's turning out. It's only 3 DMC colors. Those are the called for colors. It's really pretty.
That's really nice, yeah.
So that's been fun. It's just so soft. It's like you want it in your hand.
Yeah.
A little ring.
And just uses 3 colors.
Just uses 3 colors, so it's kind of like a real easy stitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just doing, I think this is 18 count and 1 thread over 1 over 1.
Okay, so I'm bringing something I have not started, but I would like to. We do have kits here in the shop. It's the Bats quilt.
Oh, it's so
and
cute.
I've made, well, this is the Cluck Cluck Sew. The one I've made is, I'm thinking of pen and paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ghost. But anyway, so this is by Cluck Cluck Sew. The Bats quilt finish is 54 by 69. And
I didn't know you had brought it home.
Well, I haven't done anything with it, so.
So cute.
But these, instead of, she did all her black bats in black, we picked
Done
these
much fun colors.
More fun, bright colors.
Purple, it's got a really bright pink in it.
Yeah.
I think that line is a Figo something.
I think so.
I don't know who the designer is.
And here's the binding. And then the background is this.
Really.
It's got a little
movement in it.
Yeah. It's kind
You
of like
look
a
close,
hashtag
theirs
mark.
has kind of a distressed look too. Kind of, I don't know, it's not really a polka dot.
Yeah, it's kind of looks similar to this, but more
Yours
black.
is more gray.
So that's the background.
Okay.
I think once you get started, I open it up, it'll be
the
bad.
piecing's not going to be bad.
No.
It's got a lot of background, so
Yeah, and it's
it shouldn't be bad
not like
at
a
all.
gob of bats. I mean, it's,
No.
what, 12 bats?
12
maybe?
bands. Okay, so I'm going to show you my other cross stitch, and I haven't done as much on this one because I've been concentrating on the Spring Awakens, but I just did a few stitches. So this is the book, A Heart Remembers, and that is one of the things out of the book that I'm working on. And it's so stinking cute.
It is really cute.
But I haven't worked much on it this week, just a few stitches, but isn't it pretty?
Very pretty.
Very pretty, kind of antique-y looking right from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hand-dyed cloth that we have here in the store. It is 20 count oat.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done because I did 2 in a row.
Oh, that's right.
So you have one more.
I have one more. Just keeping me on track.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been trying to kind of go through my containers because I have several containers in my room. And I pulled this one out and I hadn't even started on it, but it was like, oh, it's scrappy. I want to work on it as bright colors. So this is a quilt kit that I bought last year when I went to Ireland. And I believe this pattern is still available. It is a PDF, I was told. Groove is in the Heart by Rachel Daisy Designs. If you want to look her up, you can. Which I guess you could put a comment at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they had it hanging in the shop in Ireland. It was a tiny little quilt shop, but it was so scrappy and bright and pretty. So I bought the kit.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got all the backgrounds. Well, not all of them. I have over half of them. It takes 98.
Sewn together. So you
Sewn
just sew
together.
and
And then there's all the pretty little stacks for the hearts, all very scrappy. And I have one done.
Oh, that's so fun. So
Won't
it's
that be fun?
applique.
Yes,
Applique
and
hard on.
I showed my black rabbits, I think, last week, and they need to be applique too. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to do the heart. This will be an easy applique where that bunny's going to have
Well, there's a whole bunch of
ears.
people in the group that are doing that rabbit quilt.
Oh, is there in this
Yeah.
group? Are they doing
No.
applique or needle turn? Or?
They're doing applique, but not blacks. They're doing other colors, but
Mm-hmm.
they brought them over, or we're getting fabric and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is a fun pattern, but I had done, one by hand, and I was like, I am not doing all these by hand.
No,
It'll
no, you're cross
never
stitching.
get
Like, I
done.
don't want to do
I don't
that.
do all that. But the heart is a real easily applique. So I messed around a little bit with my applique stitch, and so this is what I'm going to do with the bunnies, other than it'll be black on black, which will be
Right.
a little harder to see. But how
Fun.
fun. I just need 48, I think, or 49 of these hearts.
So you have one down.
I have one down. And then, that doesn't even scream Ireland. So I was in the shop. I bought this for my backing.
Yay.
Now that
So
screams.
you bought that in Ireland too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got the hearts on it, and it's got the pretty greens.
So
and
that's a
some-
good representation of your trip.
Yeah, so on my quilt label on the back of this quilt, I plan on putting that my trip to Ireland was X amount of this year at this time. And
Yeah, that would be cool.
it's just kind of a memory thing.
Yes.
So now, as a quilter, you should look for quilt shops and something that you can remember your trip with.
Yes. All right.
That's it for me.
I think that does it. So click like, subscribe, leave a comment, go over to our Facebook page, hang out with us on Friday for shopping.
Yes.
And we'll see you we'll see you Friday.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.